Hey everyone, it's your friend here at Life in Words. How often do you think you should shower? Every day? That's what most of us have been taught. But what if I told you that the daily bath you've sworn by your whole life, the one you've always believed keeps you fresh, clean, and healthy, might actually be working against you once you pass 70? What if that steamy shower or long soak in the tub, the one you've relied on to wash away the day, is silently stripping your skin, sapping your energy, or even putting you at risk of a dangerous fall? It's a startling idea, isn't it? For years, we've been conditioned to think more bathing equals better hygiene. But as we age, the rules change, and the truth might just shock you. In this video, we're peeling back the curtain on how often seniors really should bathe. And trust me, it's not what you've been told all along. We're talking thinner skin, hidden health risks, and a surprising shift in what cleanliness means after 70. Stick with us until the very end, because we're unpacking 7 jaw-dropping facts that could completely rewrite the way you or your loved ones approach personal care. Plus, you'll get the one expert-approved trick that keeps seniors fresh and healthy without ever needing to step into a slippery bathroom. You won't believe how simple it is, and missing it could mean missing out on a safer, more comfortable life. If this is something that is thought-provoking to you, be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to Life in Words so you do not miss out on any future content. Let's get started. 1. Daily baths can be harmful to senior skin. Aging is an inevitable journey, and as we cross the threshold of 70, our skin embarks on a profound transformation that fundamentally alters its composition and behavior. Decades of research, including pivotal studies from institutions like the University of Pittsburgh and the University of California, San Francisco, have illuminated the scope of these changes. With advancing age, the skin thins considerably. Its outermost layer, the epidermis, loses density, while the underlying dermis weakens due to a decline in collagen and elastin production. Sebaceous glands, responsible for secreting the natural oils that once kept skin soft and plump, slow their output dramatically. Sweat glands, too, become less active, reducing the skin's ability to regulate moisture. The result is a complexion that's not only drier, but also far more fragile than in youth, lacking the robust, oily shield that once protected it from the elements. For seniors, the daily ritual of bathing, particularly with hot water, aggressive soaps, or prolonged soaking, can turn this natural vulnerability into a full-blown health hazard. Each shower or bath strips away the dwindling reserves of sebum, the skin's protective oil, leaving it exposed and defenseless. Dermatologists note that this process doesn't just cause superficial discomfort, it sets off a chain reaction of deterioration. The initial consequence is dryness, an arid sensation that can feel tight or prickly. This often escalates to persistent itching, as the skin's compromised barrier triggers irritation. In more severe cases, a condition known as xerosis takes hold. Xerosis, derived from the Greek word for dry, transforms the skin into a rough, scaly landscape, sometimes dotted with cracks or fissures that sting with every movement. These cracks aren't trivial. They can bleed, inviting infection, or exacerbate underlying conditions like dermatitis. Beyond the physical toll, overbathing carries practical implications for seniors' quality of life. Imagine the frustration of constant itching that disrupts sleep, or the pain of flaky skin catching on clothing throughout the day. For those with mobility issues or arthritis, the effort to bathe daily might already be taxing. Adding skin damage to the equation only compounds the burden. Marge, a 73-year-old, would be in tears after showering from how badly her skin hurt from being so dry and irritated. Research suggests that hot water, in particular, accelerates this harm by dissolving lipids, fatty compounds critical to the skin's barrier, while alkaline soaps disrupt its natural pH, which hovers around 4.5 to 5.5 in healthy states. For older adults, this isn't just about vanity or comfort. It's a legitimate health risk. Compromised skin struggles to fend off bacteria, fungi, or allergens, potentially leading to infections or worsening chronic wounds like ulcers. What begins as a well-intentioned hygiene habit could, over time, silently undermine a senior's resilience. 2. Less bathing lowers infection risk. In a world where cleanliness is often equated with frequent washing, here's a revelation that might stop you in your tracks. For seniors over 70, bathing less often could actually bolster their defenses against infections. This isn't mere speculation. It's a finding grounded in science, with evidence emerging from sources like the New England Journal of Medicine. Researchers tracking older adults discovered a striking pattern. Those who reduced their bathing frequency experienced fewer skin tears. Skin tears, those small but treacherous rips in the skin, seem minor but carry outsized consequences. Unlike the resilient skin of youth, which bounces back from scrapes with ease, aging skin is paper-thin and slow to mend. Tears in this delicate tissue heal at a glacial pace, thanks to diminished blood flow, a weakened immune system, and a drop in cell turnover, all hallmarks of aging. These open wounds become gateways for bacteria such as Staphylococcus aureus or Streptococcus, which can trigger cellulitis, abscesses, or even systemic infections like sepsis in severe cases. The connection between bathing habits and skin tears lies in how water and soap interact with aging skin. Frequent washing, especially with hot water, erodes the lipid barrier, a microscopic shield of fats and oils that hold skin cells together and keeps moisture in. Harsh detergents amplify this damage by breaking down proteins like keratin, leaving the skin brittle and prone to splitting under the slightest pressure. Think of pulling on a sweater or brushing against a rough surface. Scrubbing, a common habit to feel clean, adds mechanical stress, further weakening the skin structure. Over time, this relentless cycle of washing and drying creates a battlefield of microabrasions and tears, each one a potential entry point for pathogens. By contrast, seniors who bathe less, say every other day or 2 to 3 times a week, give their skin a chance to retain its natural oils and rebuild its defenses. Spot cleaning with a damp cloth for areas like the armpits or groin can maintain hygiene without subjecting the entire body to a full rinse. The benefits of this approach extend beyond infection prevention. Fewer skin tears mean less pain, fewer trips to the doctor, and a lower risk of complications that could spiral into hospital stays, critical considerations for seniors with limited mobility or resources. Falls are a bigger threat than dirt. For seniors, the bathroom isn't just a place for grooming. It's a potential danger zone, and daily bathing significantly heightens the stakes. The American Geriatric Society has sounded the alarm on this issue, emphasizing that falls rank among the leading causes of injury and even death for older adults. Statistics paint a stark picture. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, more than 1 in 4 adults over 65 experiences a fall each year, and these incidents account for millions of emergency room visits, countless fractures, and a substantial number of fatalities. For those past 70, the risk escalates as muscle strength wanes, reflexes slow, and conditions like arthritis, neuropathy, or osteoporosis erode balance and stability. Wet, slippery surfaces, think glossy tiles slick with soap suds or a tub's smooth enamel, turn bathrooms into a veritable minefield for seniors already grappling with mobility challenges. Daily baths amplify this peril in ways that might not immediately register. Each trip to the shower requires navigating a gauntlet, stepping over a tub ledge, balancing on one leg to enter, or maneuvering out while dripping wet. Add in the fog of steam obscuring vision, the disorientation of heat, or the fatigue of standing for too long, and the odds of a misstep skyrocket. The American Geriatric Society notes that bathing routines often coincide with peak fatigue times, morning grogginess, or evening exhaustion, further compounding the risk. A fall in this context isn't just a bruise or a scare. It can mean a broken hip, a traumatic brain injury, or a spiral of complications that erode independence. Contrast this with a reduced bathing schedule, say once or twice a week, supplemented by sponge baths or sink washes for key areas. This simple adjustment slashes the number of high-risk bathroom visits, cutting exposure to that treacherous environment by half or more. The trade-off here is clear. Spotless cleanliness pales in comparison to physical safety. Dirt, sweat, or a faint odor pose far less threat than a fractured femur or a concussion. For seniors living alone or with limited support, avoiding a fall could mean the difference between staying in their own home and transitioning to assisted care. Practical adaptations like installing grab bars, using non-slip mats, or switching to seated showers can help, but reducing bath frequency tackles the root issue. Fewer trips, fewer chances to fall. 4. Your body cleanses itself. Yes, really. It might sound like a bold claim, but your body is equipped with a remarkable self-cleaning system that operates without a drop of water or a bar of soap. This isn't some new age gimmick. It's biology at work, honed by millions of years of evolution. The skin, far from being a passive canvas, is a living ecosystem, teeming with beneficial bacteria, natural oils, and a finely tuned balance of pH and moisture. These elements collaborate to keep it healthy, resilient, and surprisingly clean. For seniors whose skin already contends with age-related fragility, overbathing disrupts this intricate machinery, washing away the very allies that protect it. Scaling back on showers, letting the body do its job, can preserve this natural harmony, offering a compelling case that sometimes nature truly knows best. At the heart of this self-cleaning system is the skin microbiome, a bustling community of microorganisms, bacteria, fungi, and even microscopic mites that colonize its surface. Far from being germs to eradicate, many of these microbes are symbiotic partners. Species like Cutibacterium acnes and Staphylococcus epidermidis feast on dead skin cells, sweat, and excess oils, breaking them down into harmless byproducts while outcompeting harmful pathogens. These beneficial bacteria also produce antimicrobial compounds. Think of them as tiny chemical weapons that fend off invaders like Staphylococcus aureus, a common culprit in skin infections. Meanwhile, sebum, the oily secretion from sebaceous glands, coats the skin in a protective film, trapping moisture and repelling dirt. Dead skin cells slough off naturally through a process called desquamation, shedding grime along with them. Together, this trio, microbes, oils, and cell turnover, keeps the skin in a state of dynamic equilibrium, no scrubbing required. John, a 76-year-old, was concerned about smell at first, but after a few weeks, he found he did not smell, and his skin was so much less itchy. Frequent bathing, however, throws a wrench into this elegant system. Hot water dissolves sebum, leaving the skin parched and defenseless. Harsh soaps, with their high pH, kill off friendly bacteria, disrupting the microbiome's balance and paving the way for irritation or infection. For seniors whose oil production is already diminished and whose microbial diversity wanes with age, This overzealous cleaning can tip the scales from health to harm. Research from dermatology journals, including studies in the Journal of Investigative Dermatology, suggests that excessive washing correlates with higher rates of dryness, eczema flares, and even allergic reactions, all signs of a system out of whack. By contrast, bathing just a few times a week, perhaps with mild pH-balanced cleansers when necessary, allows the skin to stabilize. Odor, often the biggest hygiene concern, can be managed with targeted washing of high sweat areas like the underarms or groin, leaving the rest of the body to its natural rhythm. Experts say once or twice a week is enough. Prepare for a revelation that might upend everything you've been taught about personal hygiene. Leading experts in geriatrics and dermatology now recommend that seniors bathe just once or twice a week. This isn't a call to abandon cleanliness or let standards slip. It's a deliberate, evidence-based shift tailored to the unique needs of aging skin and bodies. Far from being fringe advice, these guidelines are supported by organizations like the American Academy of Dermatology and insights from specialists at institutions like Johns Hopkins University. They underscore that frequent bathing isn't a one-size-fits-all necessity. Aging skin, as we've seen, is thinner, drier, and less oily, making it prone to damage from water and soap. But the advice goes beyond skin deep. It's about aligning hygiene with a senior's overall condition. Experts emphasize that bathing frequency should hinge on individual factors: mobility, skin conditions, activity levels, and personal preferences. The Journal of the American Medical Directors Association even states that bathing should be individualized and based on the needs and preferences of the resident, not a routine schedule. The idea that more is always better, that cleanliness equals freshness equals virtue, that social acceptance hinges on the scent of soap rather than the absence of medical need, doesn't hold up for seniors. Studies show that overbathing correlates with higher rates of skin breakdown, irritation, and even pressure sores in frail adults, while less frequent washing preserves the skin's natural defenses. Janice, an 81-year-old with eczema, cut her bathing time down to once a week and noticed a significant improvement. 6. Bathing can be exhausting for seniors. Imagine this: you're 75 years old, your joints ache, and you have a bad back. Now picture yourself trying to navigate a slippery bathroom, bending over to wash your feet and struggling to get out of the tub. Sounds exhausting, right? Bathing can be a real energy drain for seniors, and it's something that's often overlooked. While it might seem like a simple task, the physical demands of bathing can be overwhelming for older adults. The Journal of the American Medical Association, JAMA, has spotlighted this often overlooked reality, detailing how the act of washing can drain energy reserves, strain aging bodies, and even trigger debilitating symptoms. What feels routine in youth, stepping into a shower, standing under a stream, or climbing out of a tub, morphs into a marathon of effort as muscles weaken, joints stiffen, and stamina fades. Scaling back to fewer baths doesn't just protect skin or reduce fall risks. It conserves precious energy for activities that truly enrich a senior's life. Mobility limitations are a major factor. Bending, reaching, and gripping can be difficult or painful for seniors with arthritis or other joint problems. The simple act of washing can become a gauntlet of pain, inflaming creaky joints, and turning a routine task into an ordeal. Standing for extended periods can also be challenging, especially for those with balance issues or weakened leg muscles. The fear of falling can create anxiety and tension, further contributing to fatigue. Then there's the breathlessness. Those with chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, COPD, or weakened lungs might struggle to inhale steamy air, panting through what should be a relaxing moment. What should we do? Consider a lighter schedule. Bathing once or twice a week, perhaps with a chair in the shower or a handheld nozzle to ease the strain, can make a world of difference. This preserves stamina for what matters: playing with grandkids, tending a hobby, or simply enjoying the day. Studies back the benefits. Reduced bathing frequency correlates with lower reports of fatigue and improved mood among seniors, suggesting that energy conservation boosts not just physical well-being, but mental and emotional health as well. 7. Hygiene isn't just about bathing. Here's the biggest paradigm shift of all. Hygiene isn't synonymous with a full-body bath, and for seniors, that's liberating news. The idea that cleanliness demands a daily soak is a cultural relic, not a universal truth, and modern alternatives prove you can stay fresh, healthy, and dignified without stepping into a shower or tub. Wet wipes, hand washing, oral care, fresh clothes, and regular grooming form a powerful toolkit that rivals, and in some cases surpasses, the benefits of a full bath. Wet wipes offer a quick, convenient way to cleanse the underarms, groin, or face where sweat and bacteria tend to gather. They're soft enough for fragile skin, require no rinsing, and eliminate the need to stand or balance in a slippery space. Hand washing, a cornerstone of infection prevention, tackles dirt and germs where they're most likely to linger. Fingertips that touch doorknobs, food, or faces, without subjecting the whole body to a wash. Oral care, often overlooked in the bathing debate, is a hygiene heavyweight. Brushing teeth, flossing, and using mouthwash banish bacteria, prevent gum disease, and freshen breath. All crucial for both physical health and social confidence. Fresh clothes, especially undergarments, can wick away moisture and reduce odor, keeping seniors feeling comfortable and clean throughout the day. Lastly, regular grooming, brushing hair, trimming nails, shaving, promotes self-esteem and a sense of well-being, reinforcing the idea that hygiene encompasses more than just a scrub in the tub. This shift in perspective empowers seniors to take control of their personal care, adapting routines to suit their individual needs and preferences. An 80-year-old with shaky hands or a bad knee wrestling with a shower head or climbing into a tub might be daunting, but wiping down with a cloth or swapping a shirt is doable. For those in colder climates, where wet hair and chilly bathrooms invite shivers or pneumonia risks, dry shampoo or a warm washcloth beats a full bath. Hands down. Studies support the shift. Research in geriatric nursing highlights that seniors using such bathing alternatives report feeling just as clean and socially presentable as those who bathe more frequently. Susan, a caregiver, used these tips to help keep her mother clean. And not only was it easier, but her mother did not have to face the challenges of bathing. Final thoughts. So there you have it. The surprising truth about how often seniors should bathe after 70, and why less might just be more when it comes to staying healthy, safe, and comfortable. We've covered everything from how daily baths can dry out aging skin to the unexpected fall risks lurking in slippery bathrooms. It's a lot to take in, right? But here's the key takeaway. It's time to rethink our definition of hygiene. What if the well-intentioned habits passed down through generations are no longer serving us? What if those long-held notions of health and propriety might be quietly sabotaging their well-being? The evidence is stacking up, and it's hard to ignore. Aging skin, with its thinning layers and fading oils, suffers under the onslaught of frequent washing, turning dry, itchy, and cracked. Safety concerns loom large, with slick bathrooms posing a fall risk that far outweighs the threat of a little dirt. Energy demands climb, draining stamina from bodies already stretched thin. Yet, The body itself offers a counterintuitive wisdom. Less is more. And just like it's important for the people we are taking care of to have good hygiene, this is important for all people of all ages. This can help prevent bacteria and infections. So, what's the right approach? Start by listening to your body or the bodies of the seniors you care for. What feels good? What feels draining? What causes irritation? And what provides relief? Then, adjust your routine accordingly. Maybe it's swapping a daily shower for wet wipes, prioritizing hand hygiene, or just rethinking what cleanliness means as we age. It's a chance to shed an outdated burden and embrace a lighter, safer, more vibrant way to age, one that honors the body's wisdom over society's rules. Less water, less risk, more life. That's the unexpected promise of bathing less, and it's a truth worth soaking in. So, what's your takeaway from this video? Is there anything you're going to change about your or a loved one's bathing routine? Maybe it's swapping a daily shower for wet wipes, prioritizing hand hygiene, or just rethinking what cleanliness means as we age. Drop it in the comments below. I'd love to see how this is hitting home for you. And if you liked this video, please leave your comment below and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more eye-opening insights like this. Your support keeps us going, and I can't wait to bring you more ways to live smarter, healthier, and more fulfilling lives. Take care, and we'll see you in the next video.